the Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Second down coming up. They want to just keep throwing it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple of positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense on.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The jet sweep pass. Across the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Comes out throwing on first down. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that. Getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Tosses to the quarterback. He wants to take the top off. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Defensively, you're always trying to dodge these bullets, the trick plays, right? This is the flea flicker. You can't practice this all the time. You very rarely see it. Wonderful job by the defense, understanding their responsibilities, staying home, forcing the big interception.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. He's going to run it. Wide open, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll bring it back. It's Coffee. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Line getting set on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to at his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted.
He's got it up to 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Feeling some heat. They've got the screen set up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Makes the grab on the left.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to have to be they got it. It's blocked. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn! On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged on the outside, it's Coffee. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. A strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going through.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That's reeled in. It's Harvey. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
At the 45 on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Smashes through.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Dobbs. Hits him with a stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. He's looking to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Coffee. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He makes the connection. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get into the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he tosses it back. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happened.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Hurricane! Good defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Quarterback adapting. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Tigers are on the move. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Coffee. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety right on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Coffee. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a space. With the catch, it's Coffee. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Still on his feet at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give from the gun. Sweet feet on the move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. It's a draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Look at the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set. First down. He wants to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. This time on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the fly motion. Discards it with the stiff arm. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. The give to the tailback. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would...
The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. by one. They'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. Try to barge their way in. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to go on attack.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The option look. Quick toss. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. Open space at the 25. And he'll be smacked to the ground. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give to the back.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Give to the big fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll throw it on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Brings up 3rd down.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. You work all off season for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week,